Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're starting off our day with gratitude, and Jack Canfield said, gratitude is the single most important ingredient to living a successful and fulfilled life. And I always want to start out with gratitude because, as you can see, people like Jack Canfield and most people, Tony Robbins, people that you read in terms of the most successful people that are doing successful things and have accomplished successful things, gratitude is a part of their life every single day. And I'm just thrilled that we have that component in our mastermind and that we practice that as much as we can. I want everyone to know that I believe in you completely right now. Before you achieve your goals, I already see your success. You're here. We do this together to help one another, to give each other the energy to start our day. And that is what keeps me on track and keeps me motivated. And so I appreciate each and every one of you coming here. Today I want to talk about the 80-20 rule. And, Randy trained yesterday some great training. We were talking about it on the Zoom before the Zoom about, the mathematical equation to really the success of any industry, right? So we were talking about how, Eric Worre has an equation on recruiting and how to do it and making the decision to put those things into motion. And I thought Randy did an amazing job at sharing that with us in a very simple way. The 80-20 rule starts in almost everything we do personally to professionally. So it goes with everything that we do. And so basically I saw this on the internet yesterday, and I loved it because this particular question, what exactly is the 80-20 rule, this answer did not apply necessarily to the activities you produce. This was all about the activities that you produce, but really about the aspects of being happy and satisfied are as much a variable of your 80-20 rule as doing business. And so I really like that, because the happier that you are, the more that you are doing the things that you want to do, you are going to be able to focus in on how you want to conduct your business, you're broadcasting your business, and how that works. And I have been doing incredibly fun game plans with a lot of people on my team. And basically how we're doing it is the 80-20 rule. So how that looks is, and by the way, these are just questions that I pose to myself. There's many more questions, and we definitely want your input on the questions. This is just an example of the questions, but if you're doing the 80-20 rule on your customers, you're basically wanting to focus in on the 20% of your customers that are ordering, that are raving fans, that would allow you to do a party perhaps with their network, that perhaps might be interested in upgrading to the skincare solution or the health and wellness solution. Those customers are the people that you want to be talking to on a regular basis. You want to be sending power notes. You want to be sending people like your raving fan customers samples of the new product. You want to be getting together with them. You want to be giving them a lot of attention. That's the 80-20 rule. Now, does that mean you want to ignore every other customer that you've ever had? No, but your focus needs to be on the people that are engaged. And the way you keep them engaged is by communicating with them, right? You want to communicate with the people that are engaged and love your products. Your customers, as we always say, are the foundation of your business. A good percentage of them, by the way that you handle them, decide that they want to become a brand partner. So there's a lot of things that you can really make happen in the 20% of those customers that are really engaged. The next, of course, is your brand partners. You want to find out who your 20% is of your brand partners. Who's got an active ADO? Who has a desire, is already 3 or free qualified? Who's available to have RRPs? Who wants to have RRPs? Who's upgraded to the new skincare solution or the health and wellness solution? Who's committed to the 10 core, showing up to the regionals, even if they don't have a team member there, making sure that they are doing their 2 a day, if not more, to go on their run. All of these things that, are part of a business. If you were being paid by somebody to show up for their business, if you were getting a paycheck every month and they said, this is the criteria for your job description, I need you to show up once a month to a training, so you've sharpened your axe. I need you to contact 2 to 3 to 5 people a day and expose them to my products. I need you to follow up. I need you to do some events and show the products to a network of people. I mean, you guys know what the 10 core is. You know what this business is all about. If you treat it like a business in the time that you have, I'm not saying 8 hours a day like a job, but if you treat it like a business with the hours that you have, then that 20% is they'll find you, you'll find them if they're willing to do the things that you want to do. So who's reaching out for help for you? Who are the people on your team that are reaching up and saying, hey, I'm interested, I want to do something? And who are you reaching to that's reaching back, right? So focus on the 20%. If you're focused on the 20%, I promise you're going to be a lot happier. That doesn't mean, again, to ignore anybody. It just means find out who your core group is, right? So whiteboard those people. Whiteboard them on your whiteboard. Look at it every day. Make sure. I mean, I got just a hello call from my leadership yesterday just to say, hey, haven't talked to you in a week. Wanted to see how you were doing, wanted to kind of run over some ideas, wanted to tell you what my schedule was, what's your schedule, how can I be of help to you? So I get that, so I want to do that to the people on my team, and we want to duplicate that into our team. I wanted to remind everybody about these sets. It's a great way to talk to people, especially your raving fans and your customers, because I'll tell you, this is a great deal. It's just a great deal. And it's a conversation piece, so please use it. And I took this off of Facebook. There's a lot of these ads on Facebook that you can use. The best way, though, is talking to people one-on-one. Facebook is great to broadcast, but really you're going to get your results from actually talking to people. And I wanted to let everybody know in my area that Santa Barbara is having a market party tomorrow night, and so they're also going to be doing some higher level training out there for the people in that area. And so if you know anybody in that area, send them to this market party. It's going to be great. This morning I was on Facebook, and I was shown a video showed up on my screen of Eric Worre. So in the theme of Eric Worre, I wanted to continue that, and I wanted to show you guys this video. You may have seen it, you may have watched it, but for those of you who haven't, or those of you who've already seen it, this is another great reminder for you. So I'm going to play it for you, and that's going to be our Zoom for today. And just remember that this way that Eric Worre broadcasts is absolutely what we should all have in our head at all times. Really very proud of the industry that you're in and why you're in this industry, and a good reminder so that it gets into your head, so when people have any kind of a judgment towards what you do, and we've all run into those people, you can feel very, very confident about the decisions that you've made and why you've made them. And I know that I'm singing to the choir for people that are on this Zoom, but the reality is, sometimes we all need those reminders, right? So I'm going to get this started right now. It's about 7 minutes, and I think you'll really enjoy it, or you'll be reminded of how much you enjoyed it, and you might want to share it. So here you go.
Hey, if you're involved in network marketing, we need to have a conversation, because some of you have an inferiority complex about network marketing itself. Let me be as clear as I could possibly be. If you have an entrepreneurial bone in your body, network marketing is not perfect, but it's better than any other form of entrepreneurship for the average person in the world. And that's not just my opinion. I can back it up. Let's start off with the initial investment. What does it take to start a traditional business in the world today? In the United States, $65,000 on average in order to be able to start a business. In network marketing, typically $1,000 or less to be able to start. A traditional business, you'll spend more on your logo and your business cards than you'll spend to start a network marketing business. Second is the potential upside. Most businesses, traditional businesses, are limited. Network marketing literally has an unlimited upside. We do three things in network marketing. Number one, we sell products and services to consumers using word of mouth advertising. Two, we grow a network of other distributors doing the same thing. We earn from our efforts and from the sales created by the team we build. And three, we improve the productivity of the network that we build, right? So that's what creates the potential upside. So initial investment, check. Upside, check. Third thing is the product. If you're starting a traditional business, you've got to come up with an amazing product, right? Do your homework, maybe have patents, have backup, all kinds of research. What if the product was already created for you? That's what happens inside of a network marketing business. The product is already created for you. You've got a product to be able to tap into and to be able to move into the marketplace without the burden of having to create it yourself. Next is leverage. Figuring out a place to be able to leverage your time. Now, you could start an Uber business, put a stranger into the backseat of your car and start running people around town if you want. But can you build a team of Uber drivers out there where you earn a commission every time they put somebody in the backseat of their car? That's the difference with network marketing. You can put a stranger into your spare bedroom using Airbnb, but can you get a team of other people doing the same thing where you're earning a little bit from a larger group of people that you've involved into this profession, the team that you've grown inside this profession? So the ability to create leverage is amazing. And then you have the support involved. Typically, when you start a traditional business, you've got to be everything to everybody. You got to be a lawyer. You got to be a babysitter. You've got to, be a janitor. You've got to be an HR person. You have to be everything. What if most of the support was created for you? What if the accounting was created for you to be able to track all of your sales? What if the commissions were taken care of for you when the product was shipped for you? All this support being done, that's what the network marketing companies do for the distributors involved. They provide an enormous amount of support in the company, and then the networks of distributors themselves provide another layer of support. So you're not doing this by yourself, which is what happens with the traditional network marketing, the traditional business owner. You get to have benefits they don't get. You get support they don't get. You're not by yourself inside of a network marketing business. Then you take a look at the skills that you have to bring into a traditional business versus a network marketing business. Inside of network marketing is very forgiving because you can start with almost no skills and you can start to grow those skills as you go. You can start to learn as you grow. You don't have to start at the beginning being perfect. It's very forgiving. On top of that, you got flexibility. You have the ability to do this in the pockets of your life. You don't have to jeopardize your entire family in order to be able to try and make this work. Quit your job and sell everything and borrow money from your friends and family in order to be able to create a business. You don't have to do that. You've got the flexibility to be able to do this in the side pockets of your life and then build an on-ramp into being able to create a new life. That's what network marketing allows you to do, the flexibility to do it in your own time, the flexibility to expand it or contract it based upon what's going on in your life. A traditional business, once you take the leap, you're in, baby. You're all the way in. So flexibility is a huge thing. Then last, what I would tell you is the safety net involved. You start a traditional business, and let's say it doesn't work out. What are you going to do a year later? You're going to ask the world for your money back? How's that going to work out for you? Not very well. But the safety net inside of network marketing, as low as the initial cost is, as high as the upside is, the product created, the support created, the leverage created, the flexibility created, the lack of skills necessary to start, right? All of that's in place, and yet, if it doesn't work out for you, the companies involved in this profession will give you 90% of your money back in the first year. 90% of your money back if it doesn't work out. Where are you going to get a deal like this? Where are you going to get a place to create leverage like this? Where are you going to be able to create an opportunity to grow your life like this as an entrepreneur? If you've ever thought about being an entrepreneur, where else to flex the muscle to see if you got the chops, to see if you could pull this off, than in network marketing? Low risk, high reward, incredible potential for leverage. Does everybody win? No, not everybody wins in every aspect of life. But those who choose to be able to grow and learn and get better and develop their skills, grow their networks, improve the productivity of those networks, they win big time. They get all the benefits of traditional business ownership without the risks typically associated with business ownership. So if you're involved in network marketing, here's what I want you to do. Put your chin up. Put your shoulders back. We have a better way. The world might not understand it right now. That's fine. But don't you feel bad about something that is better than any other form of entrepreneurship for the average person if they have entrepreneurial dreams. And if you're a skeptic of network marketing, I've just given you my case. Can you beat it? Can you show me another entrepreneurial venture that gives the benefits that I just described, the risk versus reward that I just described, the support that I just described, all the different attributes that I just described? Can you beat it? I'll bet you can't. And if you can't, maybe it's time for another look.
So, I mean, to me, that is a great third-party tool. I absolutely love that. So that is it, you guys. That is everything that we need to basically remind us of why we chose what we chose. And if people ever have a question about why you chose what you chose, show them that video. I think it's a great explanation of what this is all about and why, people of all types in every area of their life, if they have an entrepreneurial wish or they think about it, most of the time they don't do it because of fear. And we have a way to create that entrepreneurship and put our arms around every single person that wants to actually give it a try. And I absolutely love that. So with that, I'm going to open it up to any questions or comments. And oh, that was a good video. Okay, anybody want to comment?
Yeah, thank you, Robin, for sharing that with us yesterday. That was totally awesome, and I'm going to share that with everybody as a third-party tool. I think it's awesome.
I mean, amazing third-party tool. Amazing.
I know, it's the best. I didn't even think of using it as a third-party tool, but I guess it's a great one.
Well, yeah, it's the best. I mean, it's the best third-party tool. I love it. I'm trying to figure out, I got to get the link to that, just get it on my phone so that I can just literally text it to anybody. I was telling Randy at the Zoom before the Zoom, I'm sure this has happened to some of you, perhaps not, but you might want to share your story. I came from working in the entertainment business, having been there for 35 at least years, about 35 years. And a good majority, I would say about 90% of the people that I worked with on a day-to-day basis, whether it was in casting, production, actors, didn't matter. Not one of them, and I'm talking 90%, and I met a lot of people over 35 years. Most of them have not only judged me for what I decided to do, but have talked about me in a way that is very, very, very disrespectful and have tried to, disintegrate what I'm doing. And most of them were the closest people to me and in that business. And so, for me, I had to make a decision and move on with that. And that decision was a great decision. And I have persevered and I've had a lot of resilience. But, for me, this kind of a video, if anybody says anything to me about what it is, I'll say, you know what, take a look at this. Then we'll talk. I love, love, love the way that he describes this. So, for any of you, I think I'll find the link, maybe, Robin, and put it on the page, and then we could probably share it somehow.
Okay. I think I could find it on YouTube.
Yeah. Anybody else have any comments? Did they like that?
Oh,
I'm so excited. Me too.
Okay, good. All right, so that's what we're going to do, guys. And I really encourage you on the game plan. We're going to keep talking about that, is the 80-20 rule, really focusing in on that with all of the team that you're starting, you really want to delve into really what people are willing to do, because as we've talked about many times, people follow people. They're not going to follow me if I don't know them. They're going to follow you. So if you're doing if you're doing the things, the people you bring in, whether they're customers or brand partners, are going to follow what you do. They're going to follow how you run your life, how you do things. So please, keep that in mind. People follow you that you know. They don't follow me. They don't follow anybody else. They follow you. They're watching you. The name of the gentleman on the video is Eric Worre. Worre. Okay, thanks, Lori. All right, you guys, have an awesome day. I'll see you tomorrow, and thank you so much for showing up and giving me your energy.
Thank you, Annie.
Thank you, Annie.
Annie, this was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great stuff. Thank you.
Thank you.